I've put off telling this story for 23 years, and every time I drive past some lawyer's billboard on the highway, I feel irritated with how many people are being taken advantage of. So let's go, it's time. It's 9:30 on New Year's Eve 2003. I'm out with my best friend and a beautiful date. We're celebrating, and something happens that's never happened to me before. This fear comes up in me like I'm in danger. I can't explain it, but it's strong enough that I go home early, pay the babysitter, and she leaves. She'd put my daughters to bed in my bed. So I lay down on a futon against the front wall of my living room. At 2 in the morning, a drunk driver who thought he was on 15th Street was actually on 12th Street, which dead-ended directly into my rental house. He blasted through the front wall and ran me over. He was driving a farm-style truck, cow catcher on the front, huge wheels on the back. I woke up in intensive care. 4 broken ribs, broken scapula, punctured lung, lacerated liver, lacerated spleen. I was pretty messed up, but because the futon folded around me, I didn't have any marks showing on the outside. He got arrested for DWI. Now, you've probably heard the term ambulance chaser. Plaintiffs' lawyers love a clean injury case, and mine was as clean as it gets. A guy sleeping in his own living room doing nothing wrong, and a drunk driver puts a truck through his wall. Lawyers came out of the woodwork. Everyone wanted this case. And every single one of them wanted me to sign a contingency agreement. I wouldn't pay them anything up front, and they'd take 1/3 of whatever we settled for. Everyone I knew said the same thing. Just sign with a lawyer. But I'd just gone through a divorce. I was out of work. Bills were piling up. And something didn't sit right. I didn't know why. I wasn't an expert, but I had this gut feeling that I shouldn't sign. And so I didn't. I told every one of them, when I'm ready, I'll come back to you. Then it hit me. All of them wanted 1/3. But what would the insurance company give me without a lawyer? So I started sending in my medical bills, talking to them directly. I was careful not to say anything to weaken my case. And you know what they said? It's cheaper for us if we leave the lawyers out of it. We negotiated a settlement, a substantial 6-figure settlement, completely on my own. And I thought, if this is what they're offering me alone, why in the world would I hand 1/3 of it to someone who did nothing? A lawyer could have bought himself a really nice car with that money. Now here's where it gets good. I went back to my favorite attorney, and I talked to plenty of them, remember? And I said, listen, I've already negotiated them up to this number. I'm not giving you any of that. But I'll give you 50% of anything you get above it. He wrote a couple letters, went back and forth, probably spent 2-3 hours of his time. The insurance company came up another $10,000. So he made $5,000 for a few hours of work. Great deal for him. And I got another $5,000 on top of what I'd already negotiated. Great deal for me. That's how you handle a plaintiff's case. You find out what you can get on your own first. You don't pay the lawyer for any of that because he didn't do anything. You pay him for the extra value he adds. Here's the bigger lesson. People who want your business, especially when it's good business, are willing to negotiate. Don't accept the standard deal just because everyone tells you it's the only deal. I figured this out from an ICU bed, broke, divorced, and out of work. You can figure it out from your kitchen table.